Beth Vandal here. Today we are in downtown Longwood. I've actually never been out here before. This would be my first time in Longwood. And the reason I came out here today is because I wanted to come visit the Bradley McIntyre mansion, or should I say Victorian house. They've now made it into a museum, so you can go check it out. And today they're doing tours till 4 o'clock. And I want to see what it was like to live back in the Victorian times, what their homes look like. So let's go over there and check it out. And if you're new to this channel, I'm Beth Vandal. Thanks so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe and interact with the conversation below. I like to go exploring and seeing what I can find. We're gonna go ahead and shoot over here to the museum across the street here to the Bradley McIntyre house, circa 1885. Yeah, I would say that this is a very old house. And I like stuff like this because you just never know what you're gonna see or what you're gonna be entertained by. Entertained by like the things that they used back in the day. So I'm gonna cross the street. Only $5. It's a very, very cheap date. So if you want to take anybody on a date here, it's only $5 each. 4 tours. The museum is open. We're here on a good day. You can look them up on Facebook.
Okay, they're ready.
So it's $5.
$5, and then you just print your name and the time. At the end, we do take pictures if you want them taken. You know, like find stuff online that's updating. See how the you told me this, guys.
I love the doors.
And so this was all made by hand back in the day. Wow. What happened was this was on this hotel when they were trying to sell the hotel. My built had no kitchen at all because all the kitchen work was done at the hotel. Mr. Bradley.
There's one of their old pianos.
People, companies.
Wonder how many people have played this.
Anyway, but I gotta keep it with me just in case something. Because if you did it a certain way, you were inviting attention. If you did it some other way, you were ticking off the whole room. And so many different things you could do with it, I kind of forgot. My mother had said, oh gosh, I'm glad you don't do stuff like that because you'd be doing the wrong stuff just to aggravate people.
She's like, stop flirting.
Now, Mr. Bradley was from Boston. He was a top of the line architect, which you didn't have that many architects of that caliber in Florida, especially if you live someplace like this.
Whoa. Is that the White House?
No, New York or whatever than here. If this was up north, that would go down to a basement. My grandparents had stairs like this in their house, and you could go into the basement on this, but you don't have basements in Florida, so it just has this interesting piece. But that's again a closet that we put stuff in.
Is that a mistletoe?
I don't know what it is, and I don't know why they still left it on the door. But I'm not going to move it because
it's for really short people too.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how you. And it doesn't look like I would be.
Perfect for me then.
You're like, oh, how tall are you?
5'2".
Okay, perfect. Perfect for you. I'd have to find a really short man to kiss.
5'3" or 5'4", but I figure it might.
All these old teapots for tea parties.
Most of these big
And messages and papers of presidents. I wonder what kind of knowledge you can find in there.
The street was built by Mr. Closser, and this is the house that Mr. Closser lived in when he came down here. He came down here to build the house, and they said, "You've got he said the place is full of rats and bugs." So he went and he built this house, and that's where they lived when he built the hotel here. And so the food that you would get from it, it's now it's got a little kitchen in it, the place for different things, and they'll have meetings in here and stuff.
So that kitchen that we were just in is actually private. They don't usually put that in as the tour.
Yeah, this is
So
what
we're
I'm
back on the tour.
speaking to. You had because people like my grandmother, who I loved to death, but she'd listen to everything, would put her hand over there, pick this up to her ear, And you couldn't hear anything because when you covered this up, there was no other way to hear anything.
So she would just
She
listen to
would just sit there and
conversations?
listen to conversation.
That's what they did for entertainment
Yes.
back then.
It's like I said, didn't have any bathrooms or anything. So we're gonna put this up. So this is where, now, you see, by the 1880s and stuff, because it wasn't that long after the Civil War. But they weren't fighting with them anymore, so.
These are super
And
old books.
He rented this house. Oh. And he rented the house for him and his wife, and I believe his mother came down. They put it up in here. This is the ladies' parlor. It's floor because there's a couch there, so I can imagine I could be laying there enjoying the couch. It's not a record player, it's a Victorola.
And why would it be called a Victorola instead of?
It comes from something that they were doing things with back then, but I don't know exactly what it has to do. It's some name on some of the name for some of it. You'll have to forgive me, but that is not something I knew that much about.
What are these over here? Like a place to put your cigarette out? That's weird, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I wonder what record that is.
They break very easily. It's right where the creases are.
I think it's called OK. Country?
The type of stuff. Well, with the red, you'd think maybe it was more like jazz or something.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, see if you can help me get this.
Yeah. Let's get it back on the.
That's what I'm trying to reach.
There it is. Right there. How funny. Takes
There
two
we
of us
go.
to get it there. And what was this little corner here? Was it just another little area to read books?
Yeah, it's just a little area where whatever you wanted to do there, it just, that was, I call them towers. There's another, but. Looks like
Memories of a manse. Of the manse. That's really. I don't even know what a manse is. We both don't know.
Who used to come to the hotel.
It's a handkerchief.
Yes.
Ooh.
We were looking at it today, and I always thought it was crocheted, but the lady said it was some other method, and I'd never heard of that before. But you can see how fine the work is.
It looks like lace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never seen handwork like that. I've
No.
seen knitting, I've seen crochet, but this is a whole other level. So we're going to head upstairs.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure you get asked all the time, is there any activity like ghosts?
Some people say they feel ghosts in this one room where they know someone did die. I've never seen or felt anything. I've been places where they have ghosts that's been substantiated, and I could feel stuff there.
Yeah. There's a cool vibe from these clothes here in the corner.
Look at that.
Wow, that cane is incredible.
Look at that hat.
Yeah, that hat. Now, this is
1920s.
a hat from the 1920s. And I know, just based off of movies and things like that, that's what a lot of the women would wear when they'd go out, right?
Yes.
Up there.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were only allowed to use that if you were a master carpenter, and that was the best carpenter work you could get.
And I've seen this in a lot of homes
Yeah.
now, but
that's-
back then,
yeah,
this was,
that was very popular, and you had to have a certain qualification to use. The house was moved
the house was moved.
from Altamont Springs Altamont Springs to here.
Joe Tinker was
Was a baseball
from
player.
the Chicago Cubs, and they named one of the bars you're saying?
No, the brick building across the street from us.
Oh, I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, if you go in the front porch and you look to your right, there's a whole line of brick buildings. It starts down a little bit farther, and then it goes all the way up to the corner where the light is, and on the street there.
Yeah, there was cocaine originally in all of the Coca-Cola,
Yeah,
and that's why, that's
they
pretty much where they got the name.
They made them revamp the whole thing, and they took all of that out, and had to get it.
Now, did you ever drink the Coca-Cola when it had Coke in it?
No, that was before my time.
Okay. Children, they got Jamaica ginger.
Yeah. So there was a lot
It says contained ingredients that could cause paralysis. That's insane. I mean, they knew exactly what they were doing back then with natural medicines and there's castor oil. That's really good for you.
It was crazy. You know, some of the people who lived here may well have had a nursery.
Look at these tiny little boots.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Those are tiny baby leather boots. That is insane. Are they made out of leather, you think? It looks like it.
It looks like it.
Wow. Oh, scary.
You want a scary doll? Look at this one.
Yeah, let's look at a scary doll. Ooh, something of nightmares. Now that is very, very scary. Is this dated back into the 1800s?
I don't know. The paper dolls lasted a lot longer than a lot of the other things from back that period, so it's possible. And that's probably a copy. There's so many pictures of that.
I actually really love this painting
Yes, it's like.
with the cats, and yeah, that's really cool.
Said what was wrong with him, but they came up and got him and took him from up in where was he at? Philadelphia. They took him from Philadelphia and they brought him down here and they picked him up on Tuesday morning, and by Thursday night he was dead.
He came to visit and then he died at the house.
Yeah, well, he had been sick and they came to get him and bring him down here to where he would be, doing better.
So he was meant to come here to recover, but he ended up dying here in this very room.
Look over there. There's the brick buildings.
Okay,
And
so
Joe
across the
Tinker.
street, that's where all the brick buildings are that
That's what Joe Tinker built.
Joe Tinker
He
made.
invested in them.
invested in.
His name was Theodore P. Matthews.
So Theodore P. Matthews passed away in this bed. Was that the
I'm
outfit?
not sure it was this bed, but it was this room.
This room. And what about this outfit?
That belonged to somebody else.
Okay, they
It
just
is-
put it there
It
for...
is, yeah, like pictures of people going in the water and stuff.
This is so funny. If you look at this is what they wore
Yep.
for going bathing suits. Men had to wear bathing suits. Women had to wear dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, you think about now and how we wear all of our stuff. They would have been so shocked.
Oh, no doubt about it.
They'd be like, what are you doing? You're naked. They're like, get your dress on to go in the ocean or in the
You
pool.
can see over here, like from looking at if you look at it
Well, the
close,
monkey, ooh,
isn't that spooky?
that is so spooky. Don't look at it in the eyes. But this outfit as well, like, was this one of the outfits that guy that died in here wore?
No, I don't know where that came from. No bed.
Okay, so this is the main bedroom and the
that
original
was
bed.
McIntyre's original bed.
McIntyre's original bed.
And that was Mrs. McIntyre's dress.
That was her dress, her original dress. Looks like there's a hat box over there.
The hat box was Stetson. There's no hat in the box, but the Stetson was a gentleman that made cowboy hats. Above Sanford and DeBerry's on 1792 going up there. If you go up there, you can see DeBerry's got a hotel, but he named the school Stetson after Stetson, and it was not unusual for them to do it that way.
Shoes were,
Yes,
these were also her shoes.
Yes,
That looks like a size 5, 6 maybe?
yeah, it's not very big.
Look at the detail in these shoes. They lasted so long. You probably didn't have to get replacements very often. The relatives upstairs,
The
they're
ones
like,
that-
we
yeah.
don't really want them here. Get it.
Haven't you ever entertained people you didn't want? And you're like, okay, where can we put them? But down
Nope.
down here, you can see how wide the stairs are, and then look how much smaller they are going up to this third floor.
Okay, so they start out wide, and then she's saying, look how thin they get as you go up further. It's like they even said, no, we're not even going to give you good stairs to walk up.
Yes.
So we're walking up the slave stairs / relatives that you didn't really want to stay over stairs. And as we walk up, it feels a lot warmer up here.
Yes, there's no air conditioning as such up here.
No air conditioning.
Uh,
Wow.
But it's not as hot as it was. We had the roof redone this year. and
It's
so
very
warm.
warm up here.
Yeah. Now there's two bedrooms up there. There used to be a third one there, but down there that's now storage. Close the windows because there's nothing tall enough for people to peek into.
Yeah. It was very private.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice size. You got, you know, I'd get a little wider bed, but I'm used to a California king, so.
Yeah, it's just a twin bed, but
Yeah.
the bed was so little.
But you can see all the stuff that they put in there, and this is an example of, you know, what the room would look like back then. And this place was open for quite a few years as active, so it wouldn't just be the 1880, you know, the 1800s and stuff. What would have gone on for longer periods, so, you know. Room like this, and underneath it, they have the pitcher and everything where your water would be brought up to you.
So this is where one of the mirrors that they would use to do their makeup.
Yeah.
I would have a really hard time doing my makeup in this. It's very foggy.
Yes, the mirrors width was something that eventually started to, a lot of them deteriorated.
Yeah.
And so you'd end up with a solid silver that you couldn't see hardly anything in. So you could put your clothes and stuff in this.
Sorry, I was just
No.
scanning around a little bit.
You can put your clothing stuff in here, and you didn't have to pay for an extra room because it has no doorknobs. It's not a room. It's a little, you know, closet kind of thing, but it's all freestanding. It moves around.
I noticed that the lighting on my camera started changing a bit when I was in here. It was like going in and out.
Ah.
Yeah, it was like flashing in a way. This room kind of has an eerie vibe to it. Don't you think?
Oh no, it's stuff.
Yeah, this one has more of like a dark feel to it.
It's like off to one side of the house and the other. There's the bright side of the house and the dark side of the house. Did you
This
see
is the dark side of the house, and then there's a bright side of the house.
And then you've got a middle that.
Yeah. Oh, the whole area here is really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it's like I said, I like that. I like this part of the stairways and stuff because it's bright and it just gives you an entirely different thing on the light, you know.
Ooh, don't fall down these stairs.
Mm-mm.
That's a long way.
And there's this guy's space down here. I don't know who he is, but relatives and stuff would come at night after the day.
Okay, so this was the servants' quarters and the relatives. In here, like any hidden walls or doors?
Other than, you know, like the closets, some of them are a little bit bigger. That door there, it's not, but it used to be a closet, but it's like, it's kind of like that one there.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, it used to be a closet and it just isn't used for anything anymore, to store things like that, bigger things that, you know, so. I like the idea that they did.
And I wonder, I mean, there's a lot of stairs to walk down. If people were older, it might have been a lot of work for them to get up and down the stairs, right?
Yes.
It's wild.
Now, do you want your picture taken for Facebook or not?
Sure. I did get spooked just a little bit when I was walking through that one room. These candles are really neat, though, on the walls.
They got a lot of pieces. Oh, Florida's so terrible for allergies. And it's been worse this year. You know, a lot of my friends that never complain they have allergies are complaining.
So we're headed back downstairs now. The tour is over. And I'm going to take my picture for Facebook. So it's going to be on their Facebook website. Or Facebook page, I should say, not website.
You want me to take a photo over here? Yeah. It takes me a minute to get the camera going. I have a real camera. What? Let's close that.
I can't touch this.
No, that's okay. Sorry. No, it's okay.
gonna say I'll hold it in the picture.
You should see, I got a new cat. And she's just, I'll show you a picture. She's been, is that way I get too much glare off this light? Okay. Yeah.
That's cute.
Okay.
Yeah. Tap it lightly. Yeah, that looks good.
I want to show you one thing. Like I said, I used to, in addition to doing my own tours of England, I also do tours of local, stuff.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for coming. You have a great day.
Have a good one.
And if you want to go over to the inside outside house on the other street, go through that house. It's a gift shop. My wife and I own that gift shop.
Is it open?
Yeah, it's open till 5. Go on over and walk in and take a look.
Okay.
You'll love the house.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Hi. Your husband told me to come over. I'm just doing a little vlog real quick. I was gonna come in. Your husband? He was over at the other Bradley house. I just finished the tour. So I came over to check this out, but I was just doing a really quick vlog here. Oh. Yep, there it is.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
so that's okay. If it's, I just want you to be careful backing out.
I'm a bad driver.
So you don't scratch.
Okay, so I pulled up and then I kind of parked not good. So she came out to let me know, be careful backing out because I'm over the little curb thing here. Yeah, so done over at the Bradley McIntyre historic Victorian home. It was beautiful. Really cool piece of history there if you're ever visiting Florida. I've never actually been to Longwood before, but there is tons of history out here. The lady that gave the tour was amazing and she was very informative. She used to do tours over in England and she was talking about how she used to rock out with the Doors and like rock stars and stuff like that. So she's got tons of history. To go check out the gift shop, and right behind me is the sign. It says Cottage gift shop, and the husband and the wife that run the Bradley house also run this, and this is one of the homes that was moved at the same time that the Bradley McIntyre home was moved. So they were both moved at the same time. So this is the gift shop. Things in here from different vendors. And here is a really cool staircase. She said I was allowed to go upstairs, so I'm gonna show you guys this windy staircase. Stairs. This is actually like it was a smaller house.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
It was a house.
How many bedroom was it? 2 or 1?
3 upstairs.
So I'm headed out of Longwood now. I'm gonna head over to my producer's studio. His partner is gonna let me use his rig for all the Guttermouth shows that we're doing next weekend, or next week I should say. Like all week we have shows with them back to back. And I really didn't want to use my combo for these shows because it's a punk show and I need something that was going to be better. So I'm heading back to Orlando now so I can go pick up that rig. there as soon as I can. But it looks like we're coming into traffic now because it's, what day is it? Friday? Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday and it's almost 5 o'clock. Yeah, it is 5 o'clock. So the traffic's gonna be kind of a pain. So this is I-4 and this is the road that everybody hates. If you live in Florida, this is probably the worst road to drive, but like you kind of have no choice to drive it most of the time. Look at that eyesore. Look at that ugly thing. Nobody even knows what it is. They built it years and years ago and it just sits there. It's the most hideous looking building of all time. If you're from Florida, like you've seen the memes, but also if you're not, go look up the memes about this ugly building off of I-4 that everybody hopes one day will be destroyed by a hurricane. Alright, I just got over here, so now I have to clear out this back area with all my equipment because he's going to put the rig in here. This is the fun part. All my gig stuff back here. That's why I have a truck. This is my guitar. Okay, so now I should have enough room to get his rig back here. Clear the way. Over there. Okay, looks good. Let's go get it. Here's Red Lion Audio Recording Studios. This is where I've done a lot of my albums. Over here in Orlando. I think they're in band practice right now. Alright, let's check out Kane's new project he's working on. Dang!
Yeah, so we're still experimenting with different drum. There's supposed to be a piano here, but we don't have that in yet, so.
I like it! Take it off. Do it again. Be natural.
All right, natural.
Kane's gonna show us the studio back here.
These are all our beautiful guitars, or some of them.
Ooh.
And this is the microphone where the golden vocals are recorded.
Beautiful. And I've sang in this thing like a million times.
Yeah, there's some DNA all up in here.
Yep.
Some
That's my
spits,
DNA.
some food.
It's worth a lot of money. More than the microphone.
A lot of slab up in there. Saliva catcher. This is where we chop wood. The wood chopping station.
Yes.
Lots of wood chips here.
Woodchuck wood.
Wood chucking.
Look at that.
All the metal and wood.
Do you play drums?
I do.
Yeah, aren't you a drummer?
I do. And then this is our bass area.
Ooh, lovely.
Bass. I think this was in here yesterday recording some low end.
Heck yeah.
This is where we capture that. And then we mix it all together into a soup and put out a song into the world.
That's how it works. It's the only way. And then if you look through here, this is usually where Gus is like, no, do it again. I'm like looking through here, and I'm over here singing through these.
That was not good.
Yeah, he's like, no, that was not good. Do it again.
Not good.
Not good. With his accent. But yeah, so.
That's where he yells at us from.
Yeah, he always yells at us, right?
Me too.
In the same accent every time.
Mm-hmm.
What band are you in?
I am in Dearly Beloved.
Oh,
I
yeah?
am in TV Generation. I'm in Effit.
Wait.
And I am
Effit.
in
Oh, maybe you told me.
Colorblind Dinosaurs. So 4 bands.
So which one do you sing in though?
This is Yellow Day Union.
Nice.
But we're kind of, I think we're going to come up with a new name.
You think so?
Yeah, it's
like
a new era.
It's a new era. It's a new year.
It's a new era, new me.
It's a new hymn.
Carry the old songs over, so these are all fresh songs. So
nice.
We're going to come up with a new
purple.
Red. A new purple.
A new violet.
That could be a good name.
A new purple. You can't steal my name.
It's purple. It's
yeah,
not
but
violet.
Well, everybody's gonna be like,
violet and
is
purple
a new
are
violet
different
playing
colors.
or a new color?
They are different colors.
Who's playing? A new color or a new violet?
I have a purple guitar, so.
So do I. I already beat you to that. You can't. You just can't. Can't replicate Beth Vandal.
Yellow. Maybe Red Night Divide instead of Yellow Day Union.
There you go. I like that.
That's
that works.
Total opposite. Cab, the big thick one. 16 ohms.
Okay.
There's a 16 ohm plug here, and just any plug in this will be fine.
Perfect. I feel like we're going to a gig right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need someone to help me with this shit.
Yeah, this shit's a little heavy. Just the cab.
Yeah. No, that thing's easy.
This is easy, yeah.
Perfect. So much for coming to this vlog today. I am Beth Vandal. You've been vandalized. I'm so glad you guys still continue to watch my videos. Today was just kind of a chill day. I wanted to make sure to put out another video because it's been, a few days since I've been able to vlog. I've been very busy trying to get ready for this mini tour we're going on with Guttermouth. And speaking of, if you want to donate or help us on the road with gas, with food, I'll leave a link below and you guys can donate if you want to. It's not required, but we do appreciate it. It gets expensive being out on the road, but I want to say thank you so much again for coming to this vlog. I will have more coming for you. Also, anybody that's ordered t-shirts or CDs, I have some out in the mail now. There'll be more being sent out this week, but I'm going to have to put some orders on hold until after my tour because I'm not going to have time to label and send all the stuff out right now. Other than that, again, glad you guys came here to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, comment, whatever you want to do. And I'll have some more vlogs coming in, probably for when I go on tour. So you can watch all the craziness, what it's like to actually be on tour with a real punk band. Thank you guys so much for coming to the vlog. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.